Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Coin Squad. This time we're going to be exploring Snow City. Snow City has my favorite layout in the game. Now in this stage, there's the distinction of there being two levels. There's a bottom level and a top level. This makes it a bit less mindless than the all-open areas we've encountered so far. Snow City also has a lot of platforms that crumble when we stand on them. We break through most of the platforms anyway, though, so that's not such a big deal for us. One of the new enemies is the whale. It shoots a missile out of its spout. Usually they hang out on walls, because for some reason they have the ability to defy gravity. They're only really tricky to deal with if you ignore them. If you focus on killing them before you collect the coins, they're not a big deal. The coin spawner makes coins pop out behind us as we move. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't find it to be quite as useful as the coin magnet, which I'm not sure if we have yet. I will take that invincibility. Obviously, as the stages continue, as you've noticed, we're going to have to get more and more coins to complete them. We can get our level 3 fireball here, finally. Super useful. Almost as useful as the actual weapons we get from power blocks. Almost. These max coin loss items would be super useful if we weren't doing a no-hit run. But we are, and there's really no reason not to. You can reset very quickly. It's spike time! This stage has a whole lot of spikes on the ground level, which means it's not safe to just jump up and down like a maniac like we have previously. We need to be aware of what's beneath us at all times. Add that to the ice physics and, yeah, just be careful. Really careful. I can't count the number of times I've died here because I was too preoccupied with getting coins to notice that I was above a spike pit. There are also spike pits in the platforms. It does pay to be methodical when that happens. It's not worth being fast if you kill yourself. The whales are really not a hard enemy at all. They're not something you can ignore, though. We're pretty much run out of enemies that we can ignore. That snowman that just vanished counts as 3 enemies. Meaning we have to either hit it 3 times, or hit it with a big upgraded fireball, which we now have. But yes, the addition of spikes means that we have to be more careful while still being fast. It's not so difficult that the average person wouldn't be able to do it, though. The game is really only hard if you're not paying attention to what's happening around you. Basically just requires more brain effort than, oh look, coins, let's go get them. As long as you keep that in mind, you'll probably do alright. I think it's a pretty good balance. I think they intended you to save some of the character upgrades for later, but I always get those first because it makes the game significantly easier. You can see here how the whales would be difficult if we tried to platform without killing them. Generally, your first priority should be killing the enemies on the platform and then collecting coins. They're not something you want to go around, you want to go through them. And if you have your souped up dash, that shouldn't be a problem. Something I don't think I've shown off yet is that if we do an uppercut into the block, he breaks through it without hitting his head. Now that doesn't actually change anything, I just thought it was kinda neat. Now they're just being mean and putting spike pits on either side of the pig. So this stage, like the first one in Snow City, is split evenly into two parts. But instead of a top and bottom, it's a left and right. In order to get to the left side from here, we have to jump over the pig because there's a giant trail of spikes on the bottom floor. I don't believe I've talked about this world's new flying enemy yet. I don't believe I have. The flying enemy for this stage has the ability to spawn tinier versions of itself. But we kill them too quickly for them to do that. I was trying to show it off, but I just killed it. Same principle applies to all the other enemies after Green Valley. You just want to kill it instead of ignoring it, or else it will become a problem. Basically, be as murderous as possible. You might notice there are starting to be a lot more enemies on the screen, though. That's going to reach its pinnacle in the final world, of course, where the enemies will become more of a genuine hazard. That was some pretty good stuff. I like that each world has its own set of enemies, but all of the enemies manage to be more difficult than the ones in the previous world. That's something you have to be careful about when you're doing level theming. You want the enemies for each world to feel unique, but they also have to be harder. The rocket launcher is like the grenade launcher, except it shoots straight. So it's better, pretty much. Yeah, it appears we still haven't... Oh, we just did. We just got the coin magnet. I was gonna say we hadn't gotten it yet. There's no way we're gonna run out of time now. Unless we just completely screw off. As usual, it's time to kill a whole bunch of enemies, and I really like this one, because of the addition of the floating pillars in the middle with the whales on them. It's fun to platform up those. Gives the environment a unique texture. Really dig it. The enemies themselves aren't too hard, though. This is potentially because we already got all the character upgrades, of course. So we can just do that. I like that the flying enemies don't have to worry about walls, they just go right through them. They're the most aggressive enemies, like the giant eyeballs in Desert Plains. Except there's more of them and they're tinier. Wall jumping and double jumping and just jumping in general, just all the jumping feels so good. I can't explain how good it feels to platform in this game. Even when you're carrying a huge coin around. Thank you everyone for watching, and next time we will go through the last world, Lava Land. I'll see you soon.